We found Makoto sitting in a darkened tea room, staring vacantly and all around. There were purple flower petals scattered all over the place.
Old Nintendo Gamer.
And son.
Hello and welcome back to Old Nintendo Gamer and Son. This is Old Nintendo Gamer here at this YouTube channel with Emio the Smiling Man Famicom Detective Club demo. This is the third in the series of the free demos drops and the last. I shall resume investigation as we enter Chapter 3 in the Yukariko village, the language of flowers. Yes, I do want to load that. Not taken by this so far. No, I don't need to review the plot. It's pretty fresh in my mind about a paper bag being put on a dead person's head and all the people are fixated on, the terribly had a paper bag put on his head. Not that he's just been strangled to death. And you can go back and watch our previous 3 videos, because there's a prologue as well. Yukariko Village. Here we are, just like Kakariko, but with more cabbages. According to Mr. Utsugi's directions, the house where the Kuze siblings lived should be around here. Maybe I should ask for different directions. No one is around. There's no one to ask. There's a truck parked here. Is someone around? Whoa! That guy just spurted to feel like he was planted there. Oh, I mean, I guess he was just crouching down. I should go talk to him. He's crouching down the size of a small cabbage. Hello, villager. Excuse me. Do you have a moment? What do you want? I'm gonna go over there. The farmer stopped working and is looking at me now. Could just walk up to him. What do you want? Excuse me, do you know the way to the Kuze residence? Kuze place, huh? Sure, son. Just go straight down the road here doing mountains. Right in the road. Can't miss it. There's a lot of houses down there. I got it, thank you very much. Straight down the road, huh? Let's get there ASAP before why is he still looking at me. Right, let's go to Detective Kuze's family home. Now, the house at the end of the road must be this one. There's nothing in the mailbox. I don't want to say, I just wanted to see the name on the mailbox. The nameplates have been removed. I can't say for sure that this was Detective Kuze's home. It doesn't seem like anyone's here. Is this the place just vacant? It looks like nobody's... It's not cracked, but it's pretty dirty and hard to see through. Grass is overgrown. No one has done any yard work for a long time. About 6 months. Is there anything else to see in the house here? Yeah, it's an old clothesline. Doesn't look like it's been used recently. I think I've gone over everything. I don't know if anyone's here. I suppose I could try calling, but I don't think anyone is here, but maybe it's worth a shout. Hello? Hey, anyone home? I guess it's empty, just like I thought. Time for a bit of a breaking and entering, I think. Maybe the place is vacant. It doesn't look like anyone's here. Maybe I should come back later. Oh, maybe Mr. Otsugi would know something. Jesus. No one's calling out when no one's around. I'll use phone. That's what I'm doing. Wait, the screen isn't working. It's supposed to light up, isn't it? Ah, the battery's dead. I can't make a call like this. Ah, you dumbass. You forgot to charge your battery 2 nights in a row. Hello? Oh, the battery's dead. I can't make a call like this. I need to remember to recharge the battery when I get back to the office. Again. Anyway, there's no one here. Let's go back and talk to that guy in the field again. Oh. That just feels it. What are you doing? Oh, you scared me. Sorry, who are you? Name's Tamiyama. I live next door. Hello. It really feels like it's wasting your time now and again. Look and examine, no, ask and listen, okay. Sorry, I didn't see anyone in the house. Yeah, no one lives there. So no matter how much you shout, no one's coming out. Just like I suspected. I see, but this was the Kuze residence, wasn't it? Sure was. Like I said, no one lives around here anymore. And what are you doing here then? Is it okay if I ask a few questions? Sure, but you're a friend of Junko's or something? Oh no, I'm a private... Wait, maybe I don't want to get it back to Detective Kuze that I was snooping around here. She might yell at me. Oh no, she might yell at you. What should I do? No, be honest. Be a man. I can handle a little yelling if I'll be honest and reveal my identity. You're what? Private detective. I'm an investigator. A detective? Uh-oh. So you must know Junko. Oh, yes, I do. Right, you must be some kind of great detective duo. I gotcha. I mean, we aren't, but yeah, don't need to let him know that. You mentioned earlier that the house is vacant. How long has it been that way? I think it's been about 2 years. The grass has not grown that long for 2 years. Junko went off to be a detective, left the village. And Yoshi doesn't live here anymore, neither does Makoto. Yeah, there's no one around. Yep, no one lives here anymore. What is it? That's Tayama, the next door neighbor. I don't see anyone around here other than Tayama. Looking at the surroundings, not the people. Yoshi, could that be Kuze's mother? And Makoto, is that Detective Kuze's brother, of course? I got all kinds of burning questions about the Kuze family. Why can't I go straight into this instead of coming out to think and then you don't know you have to go to the think button? It is really clunky. This is what I don't like about it. The story, intriguing enough. Sorry, who's Yoshi? She's Makoto, Junko's grandma. Detective Kuze's grandmother, I see. She was lovely. Just a kind person who took very good care of her grandkids, and now her grandkids are buggered off and left her alone. So she got put into an old age pensioners' homes. What were Junko and Makoto like as kids, you know, brother and sister wise? Let me think. Junko, she always acted more like a big sister than a little one. Didn't Makoto disappear? I can imagine. Yeah, you know what I mean, bossy boots. They got along very well, siblings. I thought I heard yelling, so I came over to check it out. I'm much more surprised for a youngster like you. Youngster? I mean, I'm 19. Yeah. You're young to somebody. Yoshi really loves her 2 grandkids. Pity they don't love her so much back. Yeah. Those 2 kids, Makoto and Junko, lost their parents in an accident when they were young. So grandparents, Mr. and Mrs. Kuze, took them in. They all lived right here in the village. Oh, I didn't know that. Mr. and Mrs. Kuze were real generous. They care for kids like that. Thanks to them, Makoto and Junko had a pretty normal childhoods and they grew up healthy and strong. Oh, they were good kids. They were good brother and sister team, those two. Healthy kids are happy kids, aren't they? Yeah. I think this neighbor has a lot of info. Let's keep asking. I mean, how many? Anyway, after Junko left home, it was just Yoshi and her husband living here. And he passed away. Oh, about 2 years ago now. Yeah. So she left soon after. Poor lady. Is that so? Yeah, Yoshi really raised those kids right. Especially considering how they lost their parents. Ow. Where's Yoshi now? She lives in Yoshi Island with all the little other Yoshis in a retirement home in the village. Junko didn't want to live in alone, so it was her idea. So that explains why the family home is empty. Yeah, that's right, yeah. They're actually going to be tearing his house down pretty soon. Oh, I see. I'll be sad when their house isn't there anymore. Healthy kids are happy kids, aren't they? Yeah. So this house is going to be torn down. Yoshi lives in a retirement home now. This house is going to be torn down soon. Maybe Makoto will come back one day. Sure, he'd love to see his place again. He doesn't know about Makoto. Oh, I'll be sad when the house isn't there anymore. Oh, the battery's dead. It's unusable. Idiot. So this house is going to be torn down. I mean... There's a lot of people in this story. Why is Junko? What is it? I think I'd be sad the house isn't here anymore. Right, so, what are you supposed to... Happy kids are happy kids, aren't they? Because our family home seems to be empty, but I'm sure it's filled with memories. I wonder if Detective Kuze would be sad if she saw it like this. See, you gotta go... What are you doing here anyway? Interested in the Kuze family home? Yes, in a sense. I hear you. Every so often I come to check out a place myself. Just curiosity, you know. Vacant houses will falling to pieces pretty quick if you don't tend to them, but you know what? I didn't, but oh, by the way. By the way, what? I think it was 3 days ago. Yeah, I was on my way home from a meeting. I saw a light on in the house here. I was supposed to be in there. I was curious about what was going on, so I went in to check it out. That's when Junko walked out the door. So Detective Kuze was here 3 days ago. Junko said she came by to see if she had left anything behind her, but she might need. See, because the house is getting torn down soon, she felt bad that it would be a disturbance. Poor girl, she just kept apologising. Of course, I invited her to tea. I hadn't seen her in ages. But she said she couldn't. She had to work extra early the next day and all that, you know. Oh, I can't believe she's a detective now. She's all grown up. She looked just like the detectives you see on TV. I guess she's all grown up. I gotta say, Junko's blossomed into a very pretty young woman. I gotta say, pretty woman. Pretty, what I think. I don't think I have any more questions. Good. Maybe it's time to see if I can talk to Detective Kuze's grandmother. Tayama might know which retirement home Yoshi went to. Let's find out. I don't want to talk to him anymore, but I'm going to talk to him. Which retirement home is Yoshi living in? I'm pretty sure it's called Yukariko Relax. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yukariko Relax. Great, thank you, arigato. It's a nice name, but I hear the place lives up to it. It's just a little ways up past the mountain if you're looking for it. I am. Bye-bye. Thanks for all the info, I appreciate it. I'm gonna see if I can talk to Yoshi. Okay, tell Yoshi I said hello. Oh, before you go. What? What am I waiting for? Hello? What? So weird. I've got something for you. Ah, nice. My wife would be very happy with that. A bag of eggplants. Oh, that's a lot of eggplants. Yep, grew these babies myself. They're delicious. Very much, but I want you to have them. Ah, so many eggplants. See, Makoto was a big fan of eggplant. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you very much. I'll gladly take these. Awesome. As good as azuke or eggplant dengaku. Just stew it up, you see. Oh, and awesome. I'm off to Yakariko Relax, but thank you so much for the delicious eggplants. Safe travels. Oh, safe travels. Sorry, he talks like this, doesn't he? Sipping some coffee. 3 days ago. Oh, 3 days ago at the Kuze house. We're going to find out what happened with Junko. Now, if I was a detective, I wouldn't know this had happened because it happened 3 days ago. Being just like a movie, that's good. Hey, brother. Your brother's been using this place as a hideout all along. Yukariko Relax. It's very stately with the columns out front. Ah, finally I'm here. It's funny how far Tayama's idea of a little way turned out to be. Meanwhile, I'm lugging enough eggplants to feed an army and hiking up a mountain. Wait, this says Relax, Yukariko Village. That's not exactly what Tayama said, but I must be in the right place. Don't be nitpicking. So, Yoshi Kazue. I wonder what Detective Kuze's grandmother was like. Hello. Hello, excuse me, are you here to visit a family member? Why are you standing so far away from me? Can you come closer? Why do I have to shout across the room to you? No, not exactly. So, you're not a family member? I'd like to have a word with one of the residents here. You have an appointment? I'm afraid I don't see anything in the records. No, sorry, I don't have an appointment. No? Oh. What? Well, I'm very sorry.
This facility has a policy against allowing visitors without prior appointment.
So I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Can I make an appointment now, please? What? I'm sorry, but you have to leave. A number of older folks are chatting amicably. I guess you can't just show up for a visit unless you're family. Travel is, Sorry, I didn't make an appointment. I'll come back another time. Thank you for your understanding. Can I make an appointment now? Just be sure to let the resident know next time you'd like to make a visit so I make an appointment. I'll make an appointment now. Will do, ma'am. I'll be on my way. Amazing. Absolutely no gumption. It does seem relaxing here. The place isn't quite as fancy as the name implies. No, it's not. It's got 3 floors by the looks of it as well. Right, let's think. Maybe I should contact Yoshi and make an actual appointment for a visit. Wait, how would I even do that? Exactly, you Burke. Maybe I should ask Detective Kuze for help. What am I thinking? That's a terrible idea. No, it's not. No one is here. I don't. My phone doesn't have batteries. My cell phone is dead. If I can't come up with a way to make an appointment, I may not be able to talk to Mrs. Kuze at all. With that in mind, I'll need to try talking to the receptionist again. Jesus Christ. You have to leave to think that you need to go and talk. Oh, I thought you left. I'm sorry, but you'll have to leave. I know it's a rule, but I'm actually from the Utsugi Detective Agency, and I have some questions for Yoshi Kuze. You're a detective? Yes, and I would have made an appointment, but I'm not acquainted with Mrs. Kuze. Is there anything we can do here? Can I see your credentials, please? I'm sorry, but rules of rules. We can't accommodate anyone without an appointment. And I can't make an appointment. Can I make an appointment with her? Could you call Yoshio Kuze? Excuse me? You know, I'd just like to say hello real quick and then make an appointment. I think she'd be happy to see me. I'm afraid it's not possible, like I already said. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. I knew this wouldn't work. You would not see Mrs. Kuze without an appointment, and I can't see... I feel like I'm starting to make a scene. I want to make a scene. That older woman is looking at me. Oops, I made eye contact. Who are you? Can I help you? Oh no, it's yes, you can. Hey, Mrs. Yoshi, remember we mustn't interact with strangers. We don't want all our trade secrets let out that we bully you. Is this Mrs. Kuze? Excuse me, are you Yoshi Kuze? Why, yes I am. Yoshi. Oh, don't you worry, this young man's harmless. She seems kind. So, you are... I'm from the Utsugi Detective Agency and I came here to speak with you. Oh my, a detective. Well, how can I help you? Mrs. Yoshi. Is this against the rules? This young man seems like he's in some sort of trouble. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. Alright, since Mrs. Yoshi is okay with it, I'll allow the visit. But don't make a habit of this, okay? Yes, thank you. You're free to enter the facility. I'm in the facility. One of those tables. Yeah, there I see. Oh, did you walk all the way from the village? You must be exhausted. Could do with a cup of water. So what can I do for you, detective? I hope this doesn't offend you, but I have to ask you some tough questions. Can we talk about your grandson Makoto's disappearance 18 years ago? Why are you asking? I'm investigating a case that may have some connection. Oh. And Makoto's disappearances, I see. Let's just get started with anything you remember about it. Let me ask you one thing. Of course. Does Junko know you're here? No, I haven't told her. I suspected not. Always be honest. She wouldn't have wanted you to speak with me. She knows her granddaughter well. I understand. Well, I'm not sure if I can help, but I'll tell you what I can. It was July 1st, 18 years ago, Junko's 9th birthday. We wanted to make it as special as we could, so my husband and I were out shopping for a gift. On her birthday, you didn't pre-plan? I must have gotten carried away. We were gone far longer than we expected. We didn't get home until after 7 p.m., and when we did return, there weren't any lights on in the house. Junko, Makoto, where are you two? What is this? What's wrong? Oh. We found Makoto sitting in a darkened tea room, staring vacantly and all around. There were purple flower petals scattered all over the place. Purple flower petals, like in the logo of Emio the Smiling Man. I tried to find out what was going on, but Makoto wouldn't say a word, and my husband said...
Hey, where's Junko? Can't find Junko anywhere. Makoto, where's Junko? Hey, Makoto!
And Makoto heard Junko's name, he rushed out of the house. We were in shock, but we waited patiently for the two of them to come back.
See, why did I need to go back into the menu to get it to talk more? Just didn't carry on.
They didn't return.
Oh.
And around 9 p.m. we called the police, and shortly after that, I heard the front door slide open. I thought, thank goodness they're back. So we rushed to the front door to greet them. But instead, Junko was the only one there. She had returned without Makoto in tears.
I think Makoto swapped himself, is he?
When I asked about Makoto, she just cried harder and wouldn't speak. The police eventually showed up and tried to speak to Junko, but she wouldn't say anything. Later that night, we searched far and wide for Makoto. Neighbors and police helped us comb the entire village, but we couldn't find him anywhere. And we've never seen him since.
You wouldn't know what he looked like now?
Oh. A neighbor I spoke with said that Makoto and Junko were very close as brother and sister. So what could have happened that day to separate such tight-knit siblings? Oh, right, okay. Maybe it's just a painful memory she doesn't want to relive. She stopped talking for now. It's actually nice to spend time in a peaceful place like this and ask about difficult questions. Purple flowers. Is she looking at my plastic bag? I'm not sure what she's seeing about the bag. Purple.
Oh, what's that you brought with you?
Oh, this? One of the villagers gave it to me.
I see. My grandkids loved eggplant, especially Makoto.
Yes, that's what I heard.
Will you listen to another little story?
I'd love to, please.
Makoto was just a quiet, honest, and kind-hearted boy. He smiled all the time, even if a friend was teasing him. And he never got angry. Junko used to be annoyed and Makoto never seemed to get angry. She'd get angry on his behalf sometimes. She'd say, "Who's gonna protect you, big brother? It's me. I've got to do it since you won't protect yourself." I can almost hear it. He was one of those big brothers who'd sort of let his younger sister call the shots, but deep down he knew she was his little sister. She was so adorable. And even as feisty as Junko was, I'm sure she looked up to him as a big brother. Even when he seemed a bit soft, he was always protecting her. Junko and Makoto's parents died in a terrible accident. Oh, but Junko was still just a baby. She cried all the time, even after coming to the village. It must have been so hard. She couldn't have the love she needed from her parents.
She got love from you.
Makoto would watch over his sister with a smile on his face, not saying a word. Sometimes Junko would tease him and ask him if he was sad, but Makoto would just say, "I could never be sad with you as a little sister." That's what he always said. Some nights after Junko went to sleep, I noticed that Makoto would cry alone. He never showed that sort of emotion in front of us. He was usually all smiles. A poor boy had helped heal and nurture Junko. Those precious kids, they're both irreplaceable.
So, young Detective Kuze and her brother Makoto had a strong bond as children. Sounds like they were as happy as a brother and sister can be. So what could have happened between them on that day 18 years ago? A piece of the puzzle is still missing. There must have been something to trigger their actions that day. Unbelievable. Purple flowers. Say, no, see, like, I knew the purple flowers would be.
Say,
Yes?
have you ever seen an eggplant flower?
I don't know, no.
I wonder if the
Scattered flower petals you mentioned could have been.
Well, they have a very pretty purple flowers. A shade of purple just like Junko's favorite. On the night that Makoto disappeared, Junko finally calmed down and spoke with me. She explained what happened and why there were eggplant flower petals everywhere. When you say this before? Back then, my husband and I were avid gardeners. We made wonderful meals from our vegetable garden. Naturally, the kids took an interest, especially when we tasted how delicious everything was. Junko started saying, "I want to grow vegetables too." I asked her what kind of vegetables she was most interested in growing, and she said, "Eggplants, because my brother loves them so much. Let's grow some for his birthday as a surprise." She was just so adorable. Anyway, we thought she could manage some eggplant, so we stalked out a small plot in the backyard. We figured Makoto wouldn't find it because he hated bugs back there. It was going to be a secret. The plan was to harvest in July, which was when both kids had their birthdays. And Junko looked after them every day. She was almost egging the plants to grow. Wait there, she looks much older there. Wow, Junko was a great gardener. Terrific. And the eggplants grew nicely with lots of blooming flowers. She was just overjoyed. She'd ask me every day when we could finally harvest them. When I told her that it would be around the time of Makoto's birthday, she was just overjoyed. She was so excited she didn't realize that the flowers were going to bloom on her birthday. So, she came home from that school that day. "I'm home!" "Hey, Junko, guess what? I have a present for you." "Present? What for?" "It's your birthday, and I got some flowers in your favorite shade of purple. Happy birthday!" Aw. But are those? I know it's not much, but I really thought you'd like them. And they were just in our backyard. Can you believe it? So beautiful and in full bloom. Oh, man. You destroyed all her hard work. I know his heart was in the right place, but oh, what he had done. Those are eggplant flowers. You idiot! I was growing those. I planted them for you, and you've been tending to them for months, and... What? I hate you, I wish you would just go away. Huh. Junko? That's how Junko remembers it. So that's what happened 18 years ago. She's clammed up again, right? Must have been traumatizing. For Junko to have lost her brother like that after such an intense fight. I'm sure she took it hard. She probably blamed herself. And poor Makoto. To have upset his sister so much when he only ever wanted to make her happy. The whole incident sounds like it was a shock. What an irony, that their love for each other is what ultimately tore them apart. And just one thing, it's so sad. Junko was so depressed after the incident, she cried and cried, feeling like it was all her fault. I tried to think of ways to cheer her up. I don't know if it made a difference, but at one point I helped her press some flowers into bookmarks. I told her that we'd keep them as good luck charms. Maybe they will help bring Makoto back one day. I repeated that again and again, almost like a mantra. Since then, we both carried ours everywhere. Junko especially treasures hers. Yoshi, dinner will be ready soon. Already? Well, time flies when you're chatting, doesn't it?
I hear lots of stories. It's probably time for me to head out.
I think I've told you just about everything. I hope it helps at least a little bit.
Yes, I mean... Really, you've shared much more than I expected.
Is that so? I wonder if Junko will be upset.
Uh-oh.
Oh, don't be nervous. I won't tell her.
Yeah, she gets it. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. I hope I haven't overstayed.
Don't be silly. I haven't spoken to anyone about Junko or Makoto in a long time. It was a pleasure. Just one more thing, Mr. Detective. Do you know what eggplant flowers represent?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
Well, they represent happiness, truth, and hope.
Happiness, truth, and hope. That's lovely. Thank you for sharing.
Junko taught me about that, believe it or not. She clings to the hope that if we hold on to the pressed flower bookmarks, one day Makoto will come back. I guess we both cling to that hope, actually.
He'll be back. If I know this story.
Now, today a detective with a bag of eggplants came to talk to me about Makoto. It feels like fate. Anyhow, I guess that's why I felt like I ought to tell you the whole story. I can't explain it, but I have a gut feeling that you'll be the one to finally reunite Junko and Makoto. Well, if you need any more information, please feel free to come back anytime.
Thank you, I will. I get going now. Utsuki Detective Agency. Hello, I'm back. Wait, what?
Thanks for all your hard work today. Let's get after it again tomorrow.
Has Ayumi gone home already? Well, it's late, but I should probably wrap up today's investigation. Detective Kuze and her brother lost their parents at a young age and were raised by grandparents. Her grandmother, Yoshi, helped make sure that they were raised in a loving environment in the village. It sounds like they formed a close and supportive family. But something terrible happened on Junko's 9th birthday. Junko ran out of the house in tears because... Makoto picked the eggplant flowers! Makoto picked the eggplant flowers. Yes. She was upset because she had been carefully growing the eggplants for him. When he realized that he had ruined the surprise gift of eggplants that Junko had been growing, Makoto was stunned and didn't notice that Junko had run off. Eventually, he realized that she was gone, so he left home in search of his sister. And he never returned. When Junko returned, still in tears, she said she thought it was her fault Makoto was gone. But I'm still missing details about what happened while they were away, and why she returned alone. I've got to reveal a bit more of the puzzle. And I think I'll have to suck it up and speak with Detective Kuze herself, of course, even if I have the courage. Pull yourself together, man. I doubt she'd be willing to give me the whole story. Alright, after the fact, Junko was obviously upset and Yoshi tried to cheer her up. Yoshi said that they crafted something together, right? What was it they made? Bookmarks. Select the keyword from your notebook you believe to be the correct answer. Yes, bookmarks with pressed eggplant flowers.
It sounds like both Detective Kuze and Yoshi each still carry one of the bookmarks around with them. And Yoshi told me that eggplant flowers represent happiness, truth, and hope. Keeping that symbolism in mind, I wonder if Junko was inspired to become a detective because she believed her brother was still out there. Eventually, Junko grew up and moved away. A few years later, after Yoshi's husband passed, Yoshi moved to a retirement home called Relax Yukariko Village. So for now, the Kuze family's home is vacant, but the house will be demolished soon. Yes, that's right. And Detective Kuze stopped by recently for a final check of sorts. It must have been 3 days ago, or one day before Isuke Sasaki's body was found. Right, didn't Detective Kuze tell the neighbor that she had to get going because she'd be working early the next morning? But does that mean she's such a good detective that she knew there'd already be a murder? Of course not, you idiot. Well, that'd be crazy. I think I did pretty well today, if I say so myself. I feel like patting myself on the back. Now, I need to decide on a plan for tomorrow. Oh, I'm too tired right now. Let's talk with Ayumi first thing in the morning and decide. Oh, shoot! I almost forgot to charge my cell phone. I gotta be sure to do it now. Wow. You reached the end of the demo version. Thank you for playing. Continue playing. You need to purchase the full retail version of the game. That is it. That save data from Clear Game. Your save data carry. You purchase the full save. Yes, I will save. And I suppose as I save here, it will show us the name of Chapter 4. A suspect. I bet the suspect is not actually the suspect. But that is it from the demo of Emio the Smiling Man Famicom Detective Club with me, Old Nintendo Gamer. If I ever do purchase the full game, I'll just continue on in this playlist. Intriguing, but what a clunky little menu system. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and give us a like if you've enjoyed our content. You can follow us on X, Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. We also have a private Discord server for some laid-back gaming chat, and if you're feeling generous, you can support us via Ko-fi. All the relevant links are in the description below.